Hey, Carnivore DC, Dr. Tim here today. I had a couple of questions from some patients. I will occasionally share my story about being carnivore and how great I'm feeling, how I'm performing athletically, sleeping well, all that good stuff. Just basically just healthy, which is kind of like what we're all looking for, right? So they said, "Well, gosh, it just seems so out there." And you know what? I get it. Like I'd spoken before, it does seem out there until you really try it and you really see how you feel and how everything just gets so much better. So it was said that we're like, well, they have right away. They're like, I don't know if I can eat just beef and eggs and whatever. And yeah, it seems like if you're going from one way to the complete other, it just seems like, oh my gosh, it just seems like such a big feat. It's like, but what's the old saying? It's like, how do you eat an elephant? Bit by bit, chew by chew, and eventually they'll eat it. But but how do you get started on to even get to a carnivore style? And it's and for some people it may be really hard because we have lots of things going on with our food. We have what some people would consider carb addiction, so literally like a food addiction. But then there's a lot of this emotional about it also. I mean, like, oh, my grandma used to cook these meatballs and noodles, and oh my gosh, I can't imagine not having pasta anymore. Or there's this emotional around it. Yeah, and they'll say like, yeah, I don't really feel that good, but man, it does, it taste good going down. But anyway, I came up with some steps here that at least you start step to get there. So the first one is remove all sugars from your diet. So, and what that means is like, not just, there's some people who are putting sugar in their coffee in the morning, and that's, you can actually see the white stuff and you're putting it in your sugar. So it's like if you can eliminate that, but if you're using any sort of processed creamer, they'll have some sort of sugar in it. And those hidden sugars like high fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, those are all sugars also. I would also include with this is that all artificial sweeteners, the artificial sugars. In some people, it actually acts that your body actually creates an insulin response, as if there's some sugar coming down in your system, even if they're eating artificial or zero carb sweeteners. Um, from that, the next one would be to stop eating all those the fruits. I know fruits and vegetables, right? That's what we've been told our whole life. But start eliminating, those oranges and your apples and the bananas, all of those things. Eliminate those. The next one's eliminate all grains from your diet. This one's another one, tough one. Gosh, because wow, I mean, cereal, bagels, any kind of sandwich, any kind of pasta, rice, oatmeal. Oh my gosh, right? Oatmeal's not good for us. All of that. So yeah, eliminate all grains from your diet, including wheat, rice, corn, oats, barley, all of that. Just totally eliminate it. Um, the next step would be remove all vegetables. Vegetable seed oils. Remove all vegetable seed oils. So that would be like those canola oils, grapeseed oils, soybean oils, um, any kind of plant butter, anything that isn't like lard, tallow, or butter. Eliminate it. Okay, you got to eliminate that system. Those are highly inflammatory. You don't want those in your body. So these are just steps to the carnivore. But really, so far, these are the steps that you could be taking on right away to just increase your health anyway, without even thinking about carnivore yet. So this next one, just think about this concept. So if you imagine a plate, and you get this plate, and you have half of it with meat and half of it with some sort of vegetables. Like if you're, that would be keto, like half and half. Half the plate would be meat and eggs, half the plate would be vegetables. That would be that. Now, the next thing you do, imagine that now once you get there, the next step would be, now imagine that same plate, 3/4 of it will be meat, and 1/4 of it will be vegetables. Okay? that would be considered ketovores. That's a new term that's kind of out there. It's a more basically a meat based, but it's keto. You're still having a little bit of vegetables. Final step from there is you just go all out and you get this whole plate, fill it full of meat and eggs, eat all you can possibly eat till you're comfortably full, and that's it. Maybe eat once or twice a day, and you are on your way to becoming a carnivore. So, yes, will you lose weight? Maybe. You may even gain weight. So this isn't just a weight loss thing. Um, a lot of people will lose weight because when you start cutting out all the sugars, all the processed foods that has all this corn and corn oils and all this stuff in it, you start a process, taking that out and just only eating real whole foods that only have one ingredient, like eggs or meat or broccoli. Those things there are, just one whole food. You'll probably lose weight because you won't be filling yourself up with all this other, gunk. Well, let's call it gunk. Okay. So, but really the goal is to be on a healthier path. I mean, good blood pressure, good blood work going on, good mental faculty, being able to think, being able to skip a few meals and not freak out. I mean, some people can't imagine even skipping a meal. So it's just a process along. But if you can take it from just step one to like the fourth or fifth step I told you, you'll be on your way to better health, and then you can call yourself a carnivore. You guys have a great day. I mean, man, you got to start somewhere, and there's no time like the present, right? All right.